Hello and welcome to Mashable's Air Friday, where we air fry anything and everything in the name of deliciousness. This week we are air frying green beans. Green beans might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but there's a reason we're doing it. Well, there's a couple reasons we're doing it. One, we have New Year's Eve coming up, and you might have friends over, and you might need a really easy side dish for the dinner you're making. This could not be easier. It's going to be a crowd pleaser, very simple. And another reason we're making these green beans is because this recipe is actually incredibly viral on TikTok. The user Keto Queen posted it. It has racked up just about 2 million views. So that means a lot of people out there are really liking this dish. It's going to be a really simple, easy, and hopefully delicious way to make a nice side dish for maybe your New Year's Eve celebration or any weeknight where you just want a nice, healthy vegetable to go with whatever you're making. The first step for this recipe is actually pretty simple. We're going to build everything in the air fryer basket. Now this is the kind of recipe I love because part of the thing that makes people want to use air fryers is the simplicity. They're easy to wash, it's all non-stick, you can kind of just do it all in one spot. That's part of why they're great. So we're gonna put the air fryer basket down, and the recipe calls for first just some oil. So we're gonna take, I've got canola oil, say that 5 times fast, but the recipe on TikTok says avocado oil. It doesn't really matter. What you're going for is the type of oil that can withstand high heats. So don't use extra virgin olive oil. You want something like canola, avocado, something that can take high heats and not burn. So got some canola oil down in the basket. We're gonna take our green beans, which I already clipped the ends off of and washed pretty thoroughly. We're gonna dump them in, easy enough. I'm making a pretty small batch because it's just me testing out a recipe here, but if you want to make more, you can pretty much put as much as your heart desires, so long as it's not overstuffed, because you still want everything to cook pretty evenly. We're gonna take a little more oil and spray it down, and then the recipe calls for garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper to season. I'm using a little bit of garlic salt, that calls for salt as well. I'm using garlic salt because garlic, salt, all in one, make my life easier. Season there, take some pepper, season there, and we've got garlic powder. I did not have onion powder handy. I'm sure it would add a nice little bit of flavor, but didn't have the time to run out. So we're going with what we got. Some garlic powder, a little shake, get all sides. I like everything to be salty, even though my doctor disagrees. Shake it there. There we go. They're gonna go in the air fryer for 6 minutes at 400 degrees. We're not preheating, obviously, because we're building it in the basket. But that's kind of the magic of cooking a veggie here, because it's just simple. You're just making it nice and charred and softened. We're gonna raise the temperature up to 400. Just let it go. All right, so the green beans have been going for about 6 minutes. Pull it out, give it a little shake, and then season with, or not season, but put a little bit of just kind of your basic Parmesan cheese in a can thing. Just put it on top. Now, I think my green beans are going to be done much faster than hers. Keto Queen says to cook it for about 5 more minutes like this, but I mean, those look pretty done. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes more and get it on the plate, and then I think we're done. So we've been cooking these green beans for about, 8 minutes of active cook time. Now they were in there for the preheat as well. I think they're done, and that's pretty awesome if you can get a side dish that quickly. And if you look, that looks pretty good. They're nice and charred, they're gonna be crispy, and the cheese, the Parmesan is nice and melted and stuck onto the green beans. So we're gonna give them a little dump just onto a plate here. And shut this off, and let's give them a taste and see how they turned out. So, nice and crispy, the interior feels soft, and I'm gonna give it a little taste. That's good. I mean, they're salty, garlicky, and they've got a nice char to them. I think you put this on a dinner table and people are gonna like it. It's pretty straightforward. You're saving yourself a lot of time. I think this is a really good, simple recipe. The air fryer is great at cooking vegetables. I'll say that time and time again. Yeah, I would say give this one a try.